Hello and welcome to the FMSL podcast, episode 12. And this is a very special one with just me and our good friend Christopher Rowe. How are we doing, Chris?
Yes, Cameron, I'm good, my man. The double act tonight. Just me and you, baby. Just me and you.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Yeah, man.
You're not doing. You've upset.
Nah, because it didn't come up
Ruin
this
the
time,
podcast.
so I didn't
Ruin
want
the
to go
podcast.
straight into it. You gotta go in slowly, man. You know what I mean?
Good.
How are you? All good?
Yeah, man. All good. Happy the season's over. Not happy with where I've finished, but I'm happy the season's over. Have you had a good week? Any news for us?
Oh well, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, Cameron. I would have to say. If I'm going to be truthful, it's been awful. It's been terrible. First week back to work, IRL, and it's absolutely killed me. However, in the FMSL world, I can't complain. We can't sit here and say it's been awful and say I'm gutted because, I mean, I've had a good season. I think personally yourself, considering how everyone was saying at the beginning, I think you've proved a lot of people wrong, mate.
I'm disappointed, but what you're really not telling everybody is that you have rowed that boat gently up the stream and won the League One title in emphatic fashion. We've got to say that. We can't, you know.
Chrissy rowed his boat to the championship. That's what he did. So,
yeah. Newspaper headline somewhere that way. Anyway.
FMSL.
You can see that in the sun, can't you?
Yeah. But no, it's been a good season, Cam. I'm really chuffed with how the team's played this year, this season. Sorry, what are we in now? Season 4, 3, 4, 3. Yes, season 3. I mean, as you know, coming up with me from League 2, I managed to get the league title wrapped up on the last week. It was a tight one. However, this season, it wasn't as close. I mean, I've finished, unless Magnus pulls out a perfect week, which is possible. I'm currently 11 points clear, 49 goals scored, 21 conceded, and a goal difference of 28 is just fabulous.
I know, it's great, isn't it? It is great. Like, you've done so well, and you made the right signings. You did what you had to do, and I reckon that's all but sealed. To be fair, I as much as I love Magnus, you know, we've had him on the pod and stuff, but I can't see that race being, you know, run to win the. If he does, fair play. This podcast is totally annulled and will never get shown ever again. But I don't think he will. I can't.
Do you know what though? Do you know what? I would love it. Kevin Keegan time. I'd love it if he beat Jake. I would love it if he caught him up in the league. 10 points away. He's still got 12 points to play for. Could you imagine the scenes, Cameron?
I'd prefer Magnus to go up automatically, because then that's one less cup opponent that I would, you know, in the way that the cups, you know, decide to absolutely screw Anderlecht and their players. I think, you know, the format of it being in the cups it does kill us. So having no Magnus, who is the cup king, you know, would save me a hell of a lot of bother. And then all I would have to do is probably, you know, spank Jake another 6-0 and then
and if you want to check our previous video, you can see that annihilation.
Oh yes, you can. We'll put like a little box up here somewhere.
It's coming up now.
I will figure out the card. Now. It's going to be somewhere down there. So keep it up with the
Niall.
card. The card is going to be
There's
there.
Niall. There's Abdul.
Liam.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. But yes, it will be somewhere along there, I'm pretty sure. So, you know,
let's talk about your season. Let's talk about your season, Cameron. Come on. The people want to know what Anderlecht have been up to.
Anderlecht have been putting people asleep, like Jake. But no, Anderlecht have been putting me to sleep with the performances that they've given sometimes. It's been horrendous, you know. Jude Bellingham's had a hit and miss season again, where even though we did get promoted last year, you know, I still he wasn't hitting what he was hitting, and now he's starting to hit a bit more. He's starting to pick up a little bit, but then he's having games where he's going missing, and how many times
Yeah,
it's
I
been
know, mate.
really
I know.
But I think overall, I can't complain. I think it's clear that my model of using players that are a little bit older is starting to show now with some of the performances of one or two of them big name players who've definitely, starting to get on their side of aging. But then obviously, Neymar come in and been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely fantastic for me when he's came on. I've had Lewis Miley come on and make a hell of a lot of difference. He scored, I can't remember exactly, but I want to say he scored, hang on, 2 league, that should definitely be more. I think he scored two league goals. I think he scored one or two in the cup as well. And he's just come on and made that impact. And he's done incredibly well considering, the rating. But hopefully with the sim he'll go up. And then obviously Harry Kane, it took a while to get him firing up front. It took Lewandowski
He's got
a while.
some goals now, though. He's 10 league goals.
Yeah, compared to last season, compared to last season, I've scored a lot less, a hell of a lot less. I think I'm on -2 goal difference, and I am third. So you know what I mean? It's. I've had a bit of a season like Turati in goal. Stefano Turati. He's a Sassuolo in the game. He's brilliant.
3 clean sheets, not bad, mate. Not bad.
To be fair, considering my defence the way it's been. But last season, I think he was on 5 clean sheets. And it's not down to the defence or the midfield. It's just the way the games have gone. Like I pumped somebody 6-0 and I'm still -2 goal difference. It's like I'm going to keep
tough opponents, Cam. Every season we move on throughout the whole league. It's not if you get promoted, not one league, you're not going up to a better league. All 4 leagues are getting better, mate. Every team is progressing. Every team is adding that little bit extra. So it's tough wherever you go, mate.
Yeah, I just hope I get promoted. Like obviously, hopefully for the viewers next week when we do the debrief, we will have
champagne will be out.
Well, for you, maybe a box of Kleenex.
Maybe a box of Kleenex. You win the playoff final, mate. You win the playoff final. We're having a party.
Get to the playoff final first.
Live. Yeah. All right. Settle in.
I'm not as optimistic as you are about my own chances. However, you did put the magic voodoo curse on me last week, you and Niall, saying this week you are going to get 12 points. You are going to beat Jake. You are going to beat Abu. And that happened. And also, I want to say a big shout out, sorry, to Magnus, who I completely cursed by saying, please get 4 draws. Thank you. And he got 4 draws. And then this week, I said exactly the same thing. And he just wrote, fuck you, you stupid cunt. And just left it at that. So I'm sorry,
We'll try and beat that out. That's what happened. Right, Cam. So let's stop waffling on about ourselves. Let's have a little look at the league, shall we? Let's see how everyone's been getting on in this final game week and see who's close to clinching and who's nearly relegated. So I think we should start. We should start at the top again. Actually, start at the top. Yeah, last time we started at the bottom. Let's start at the top. Ooh. Debrief bottom, recaps top. Deal?
Yep.
Oh, look at that there. That is a thing of beauty. The FMSL Premier League. Let's have a look. So we got Hellas Verona, who we said was a lot of people's favourites. I think they're mine and Cam's favourite.
Yeah, everybody's favourite, I think.
It's a close one, that, isn't it? I mean,
very close. I mean, yeah, really close.
Sultana, Ryan, Sultana.
He needs to have a terrible game against AZ Alkmaar, who. Could they win the title also? No, they could. Oh,
yeah.
They could also win the title if they have a perfect week.
That is a three-way showdown right there.
And Rashmat, I wish you all the best because that is a mountain to climb, but you can do it, buddy. I believe.
It's literally, he plays second and third, I believe, this Friday, because I believe he is away.
Yeah, he is.
That looks like a cracking end to the season. I bet Mohammed is on the edge of his seat, worried. As soon as Friday hits, he's going to be getting anxious.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just looking at that, you know, you go, well, he needs really his best case scenario is 3 wins for Rashmat, 2 against Ryan, and then 1 win against Werder Bremen, and then either a draw or a loss.
Well,
and
I think
the title.
I can see him going all the way, mate. Honestly, like
I can, but more for the for you know. For,
I mean, you look at that. It's only 5 goals in it as well. If he can keep a couple of clean sheets there, mate. I mean, it's going to be tough against second and third. They're second and third for a reason, but yeah, it's definitely doable. Yeah, we all have a perfect week, don't we, Cameron?
It's not for everybody, but it can happen. It could happen to you.
So,
yes, you.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah, you.
It's not going to happen to you, Jake, but it could happen to the rest of you.
So, right, let's have a little look down the league then. So, to be fair, Lewis at Pauk. I thought he was going to have a bit better season. He's drawn a lot of games there. There is a lot of draws in that league, actually, isn't there? I think the Premier League, the standard is so high, you do get quite a few draws. Obviously spoke about AZ Alkmaar, Vallecano, Mark. Right. I did say he was going to get relegated at the start of the season, and mate, you've proved me wrong. I apologise.
I think the shock. I think the shock there though is James. Everybody had James down to either win the title or at least come second. I think he was my dark horse / runner up, you know, and I think.
That's big. Like, and to be fair, look, like you say, Almira, our good mate Niall, Monza, Wesley, who now is my good friend, and Getafe. I thought they've had a stronger campaign as well, but that's not always how it goes, is it? So if we look at the Premier League goals and assists, it's also quite tight. We've got Lewis Openda from Verona with 11 goals, Amir Sadiq at Saltiano with 10 goals, and Victor Osherman at Werder Bremen with 10 goals, and Alexander Ajax at AZ Alkmaar with 8 goals.
Alexander Isak, Chrissy Isak.
Apologies, my southern twang has done me again. So that's the top. That is the top teams there with their best strikers. And to be fair, the assists are quite similar. Pino, Sultana, Pauk. Lewis's Gabriella Martinez comes in there. Do you know what I mean? He's done well.
Yeah. Buonanotte, Verona. Again, you know, it is. I mean, there's a couple of fullbacks. Actually, 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 fullbacks on there that I'm totally aware of that are fullbacks.
They always sneak up, didn't they?
To play for Fenerbahce, boys. Use Nuno, no.
Brilliant.
There is, you know, that kind of. You can tell it's so much tighter in the league like that, you know, with everything
big boys
so tight. Yeah, it's so
That's
so
where
tight.
the big boys are. But so let's move on down then.
If we're looking on down the championship,
bring it on down. Next season.
So
Traps and next season. Abdul,
they are top, and he has won the title. So congratulations to the back duel.
Congratulations, Abdul, mate. 9 points. That's outstanding.
And Simon,
there's still a few games to go there.
Yeah, I mean, Simon, you could get autos. I think I had Simon down to be relegated, to be fair. But
yeah, so did I. Apologies, Simon. We're doing a lot of
apologies, Simon. Yeah,
we're doing a hell of a lot of apologising.
Yeah, I think everybody will be doing a lot of apologising to me soon, so it's all right. But Yeah, Simon's done pretty well, to keep up with the league as well. It's a tough league. You've got Anish in there with Girona. You've got
Anish, another one I have to apologise to.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop saying apologies. I'll save it for another time. We've got AK Athens, Mr. Oliver Ronan. He is, in the playoffs at the moment. Big Kev is sitting just above the relegation zone with Lewis Young. It's very tight in and around that spot.
The team in fourth, between fourth and third from bottom, they're in the relegation fight, mate. Look at that. Olympiacos, 20 points. I know they're minus 5 goals, but there's only 5 points separating them teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Any of them could go down.
And there's still games to play.
Yeah.
So I must stress to anybody watching as well, we are doing this on the Wednesday night due to a whole host of commitments. So it is, we kind of haven't got everything up to date because people obviously still haven't played their games. There is still days left, but I think it's going to be interesting because could Mbappe get relegated? That would be the headline. Will Mbappe get relegated, Chrissy?
That would be seen. I don't know if he will. Well, it's a tough one, mate. It is a tough one. I think they've dropped a lot of points where they shouldn't have dropped this season. Obviously, I'll do the stats and that for league championship. Apologies. And they've dropped some big points.
Yeah, they've got a big thrashing by Girona.
It's games like that. There was the games against Augsburg, 3-3, and the second game was 3-3. I think that's a killer to both teams in that result. I think both dropping points in what were quality games, I must add. But if we speaking of Mbappe, if we go to the goals and assist page, Cameron, Mbappe is not there. Lukaku was top with 11 goals. So
he's not even on the assist.
In action?
Has Craig made a mistake? Does he want to
rectify his mistake? Winger when he should be playing inside forward? We're going to have to get him on the quiz cam, see what's going on.
Oh well, he's gonna have some explaining to do, especially to me. He's gonna have a lot, and Wesley's gonna have a lot of explaining to do for how he's ruined him. It's gonna be a lot of explaining going on there. But moving on to our house.
Moving on up. Welcome to my house. Oh baby, look at it.
Oh, look at it. Jake's above me. Don't
look at it. Right, let's just take a moment to understand. This season is probably hands down one of my most successful seasons. I mean, I've been at FMSL about 3 years now.
Yeah, about 3.
This is my 4th team. Yep. Read it down there. I bagged it. I lost 2 games this season. 1 to Ross and 1 to Jake. Both thoroughly deserved. I did beat Jake 5-0 in the first game, Cam. I tried, mate. I tried my hardest, but unfortunately didn't. But I've been keeping it tight at the back.
Last week. To be fair, I think in all honesty, even if that had have happened, I think Jake was picking up points elsewhere as well. It wasn't going to not happen. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely a tough last week for him, though. With what I mean, Abu. I know he lost both games the week before, 0-0. But I mean, he's got a good team. He'll be around there in the playoffs, I should think.
I think you've got the highest points total of anybody this season, Chrissy. I think as well.
Yeah, and goal difference.
Yeah,
and goal difference. I know Abdul and Traps scored 50 odd goals, so I wasn't too far behind. But the thing is, there was a lot of games where I just got the I got the better of him in the first game, and the second game was a lot closer. I know obviously I've won 13 games there out of 18, but it wasn't as straightforward. There are some tough teams in that league. I just think the ball players I got, it's nothing to do with me tactically, because as we'll get onto the cups, you'll understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, credit to the league. I'm going to miss it. I might be back soon. Who knows? But yeah.
Nah, I think you're going to be moving on up, I'll tell you. And looking down into the playoffs, if you look down at the playoffs, thank you now, it's still all to play for.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Kev's relegated. Kev's down. Bye-bye, Kev. Bye-bye.
Apologies for last week, Kev. We said it would be all
right. We've sent him down, and I'll tell you, playing that game on Monday morning was the most frustrating thing I could have ever done, because he scored 5 headers, right? 4 of them from corners. Nothing I could have done. And Joe Gomez got 2, Canate got 2, and I can't remember who else got 1. And it was just, I couldn't defend. And then he was 2-0 up. I said GG, and it was 28 minutes gone. I had lost my head. I went into counter-attack mode. I walked away from my computer. I come back at half-time. I think it was 2-2. And then, I think it was Harry Kane delivered the final nail in his coffin. And yeah, Jimmy could still go down. Ross could still go down. Craig could still get out of there and relegate 1 or 2. Courtney could still go down, depending on this game week as well. Still all to play for in League One.
Well, yeah, it is. It is all to play for. They've played a couple of games. It's not changed too much. So yeah, it should be close.
Yeah.
Should be
quickly
close.
Looking on over to the goals and assists. We've got Cali Mwende over at CF America with 10 goals. Then we've got my favourite Martin Odegaard on 10 goals with our
Big Martin.
We'll love
Big Martin.
Then we have Erling Haaland with 9 goals at Besiktas. Patrick Schick, and my probably most standout, underrated player, and I've never heard of him, and hopefully we'll never, ever see him again. Jorgen Strand Larsen with 8 goals as well. He's the pain in my backside. Then we've got, on assist, we've got Victor Christiansen over at Bologna, who is fantastic. Great little left back. Then we've got Lazar Samardzic over at Santos, who was in a very, very expensive buy, which I'm very, very glad I didn't pay for now. So very, very happy there. Then we have my boy Serge Gnabry and Martin Odegaard and Jamal Musiala all sharing 7 assists.
Yeah,
moving on over, season, it's been good, hasn't it? But moving on over.
Do you know what? Just quickly before we change over quickly, there's a lot of sorry, just before we go over, there's a lot of new signers there in them list, Cam. You look at that. You got Harry Kane over there, Kulum Wendo, like you said, Lazar. Let's call him Lazar because I pronounce his name. Martin Odegaard's there, obviously. There's a lot of new signs in there, and it's really fresh to see. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, no. So moving on over to League 2 very, very quickly because I'm not
right. Do you want to address the elephant in the room, or
I think we'll
say
leave
elephant
that.
in the room,
I
elephant
think we'll
on the
leave
screen?
it till,
we'll make our way down. We'll make our way down, and then
go on then. So Celta Vigo are currently top after 16 games with 35 points. They've got Oliver Fennell.
What a turnaround! What a turnaround! Celta Vigo, new manager mid-season. Like I say, with everyone, if you want to get involved, put your name on the waiting list, as the new Celta Vigo manager did. And look at that, he's turned around. They were bottom of the league when he took over.
Yeah.
Bottom of
very,
the league.
Very, very well. He's had some really good results as well, and was on Game of the Week, so watch it. And we have, last season's Mr. Bottle job, Oliver Fennell with Mineiro, just sniffing on up behind. Could win the title. Hope you do, Oliver. You deserve it after last season and what happened there as well.
We'll be able to see if last week Oliver Bottle was actually a thing.
Hopefully.
I think he will. I hope he will. I hope he does. He deserves it. If anyone deserves it, it's him. Him or the person in third.
Mr. Joe McMahon, yeah. I think Joe's reaching there as well. With that, he's reaching. He's got to get very lucky with other results. Obviously, Dan at Royal Antwerp
It's
is
not.
sniffing
It's
out
not
up
act
there as
like
well.
Dan ain't going to come up as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of selection there. A lot of selection. Steve in Copenhagen as well.
Yeah. I'll tell you who has shocked me actually. Shane. When our first season in League Two, he won the league, didn't he? Him and Jake went up. He won the league. All right, he couldn't handle League One. He got relegated, but I weren't expecting that. 7 losses,
Happens,
5 wins, 2 draws. Yeah, it is. So
let's have
a look at. Shall we have a look at the goals and assists?
Yeah. We'll have a look very, very quickly. We will go about Rodrigo at Mineiro with 9 goals. It's a very low scoring, for single players anyway.
Especially
because
that assist
we've had
list.
some big games as well, like big score games. We've had some really big score games. And yeah,
Palmeiras won 6-0 a couple of times, didn't they?
Yeah, I think the goals have been a lot more shared. In you can tell the League Two teams when you look through the stat sheet because the goals are so much more varied rather than single players. Obviously, Mitoma and Zanolo actually made both lists with 6 and 5. Yeah. Both of them as well on 6 and 5. And
credit to the new Vigo manager.
Yeah, and we all slated Endrick when that was the signing, and
overall first, wasn't he?
First by balance, it's paid off.
The streets don't forget, Cam. The streets don't forget.
Now, Chrissy, I've got one question to ask you. Okay. Which cup do you want to tell us about your battle job in first?
Right. Okay. Let's start with the Heenan Cup against my good friend Abdul. Let's start. Okay, first, can I just say, before we get into what is on the left-hand side, Osasuna, I can never pronounce that.
Osasuna.
Thank you. They, managed by Avu, played Hellas Verona, who, as we see earlier in the pod, are top of the Premier League. Abu did not win 1-0. Abu did not win 2-0. Abu beat him 3-0. So, hats off to him. Thank you for that. I haven't even got to that yet. Ruining it for everyone. But yeah, he won 3-0. Hats off to him from a League One perspective. That's brilliant. If we get on to my one against Abdul, I haven't got much to say about this game. It finished 2-1. He got a penalty early doors. I managed to equalise just after half time. And then my keeper set him up for a goal. It was a classic FM pass from my keeper to one of his players. But he deserved to win that game. Stat-wise, he outplayed me. It was a very quiet game from how attacking and competitive me and Abdullah. It was quite a quiet game on that front. So, yeah, good luck to Abdul and Abu in the final. Yeah, I can't grumble too much about that.
I can't speak.
Yeah, if I speak, I'm in trouble. I can't say much. So, yeah,
quickly moving on over to the FMSL Cup as well.
Mate, I had nightmares last night about this. This was bad. Right, okay, so the one on the left hasn't been played yet. As we said earlier, Ratchmat is away on business. But let's talk about Monza versus Nantes. Right. This was a tough game for me going into it. My last semi-final after, as you so well put it, bottling it. But let's set the scene. Set the picture, all right? We're coming to a tough game. We've wrapped the league up by beating Kev that morning. Or was the day before? I think it was the day before. Now, Wesley, bless his heart, wasn't very well on Monday, so we postponed it to Tuesday. Getting into the game. I scored first. Well, he scored first. Anyway, it finished 1-0 at half-time. So I've come in it strong. Given the boys a bit of an up. Come out in the second half. We scored 2-1. I think it was like 70th minute around that time area. Little did I know that Wesley can attack. He can ball. He equalised in the 89th minute, sending it through to extra time. That's okay. That's cool. He deserved that. I mean, we're not going to talk about stats in this game, but he deserved that. Okay, 93rd minute coming in, bang, I'll go 3-2 up. Happy days, extra time, let's have it. Get to the half time. Yep, sounds, press continue as you do. Let's not worry about a thing, let's carry on. Boom, Michael Coyote, my right back, pops up in the 113th minute. Scores 4-2. I've walked out to the kitchen. This game's done. This game's over. But wait a minute. Wesley threw the sink at it. He threw the sink while I was in the kitchen. He threw the sink at me. He went all out attack. He scored in the 117th minute. And then in the 120th plus 2 minutes, he equalised. He equalised Cameron. And then we had to go to penalties when he scored all his, obviously. But congratulations to him again, Wesley. It probably was one of the best games I've been involved in. I can't fault him. It was my own fault. I should have gone park the bus. I've even designed a new park the coach tactic now for that thing. So, yeah, park the coach, mate. All out.
Oh, you're trying not to kind of copyright there, are you?
Yeah, you can have that one. Dedicated to the pod. So, yeah. So, it's been a very up and down week. I am gutted about the cups, but I don't think there's many managers that I don't think there's many managers that have got to both semi-finals in the same season. I don't think there is.
I'm sure somebody will correct you.
It's not that heard of though, is it, Cam? And to win a league, mate.
I don't know. Somebody will have somebody in this beautiful community will. Okay, nobody will. Sorry. It gets closer. I was terrified. But
yeah, and that as well. Okay, I bottled it. But look, it was 2 good games. You even see the stats. Don't give it all that.
Yeah, no. I think it's one of them, isn't it?
And it's such a shame because Monza, unfortunately, I think have got relegated this season. So we'll be playing again next season in the Championship, where I shall get redemption and be parking that coach.
Yeah. So, do you want to play your favourite game?
Me and you? I'll get to what? No way. I'm playing. Yes. Oh, mate. So you're going to time and answer. I know you said you was multitasking.
I can do 2 things, you know. I might be a Geordie, but I can't do 2 things.
Why, man?
Why, indeed. So,
welcome down, Cameron, man. That's awful. I won't do that again. I promise I'll never do that again, Cam. I'm sorry.
Right. I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Always welcome, mate. Okay, let's go. Cameron, ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Advance forwards or complete forward?
Advance forward.
Work ball into the box or hit early crosses?
Work ball at the box.
You're going to counter press, Cam. We're going to regroup.
Counter press.
You got that high press or you got that mid block?
High press.
Are you going inside forward or are you going internal winger?
Inside forward.
Oh, internal deal, external deal.
Internal.
Extended highlights or key highlights?
Key highlights. I'm not doing that again.
Oh, back 3 or back 4? I know you're partial to this.
Back 4.
League win or cup win? Don't talk about cup wins.
League win.
Haaland or Mbappe?
Mbappe, because I've had him.
Player attributes, Cam, or player stats?
Player stats. And that is time. Has to be player stats. Nah! Fucking got you.
You was about to send the internet wild. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh, mate, I'm getting all hot sweats then. Oh, my God. I thought we was going to get shut down. I thought that was it.
I can't wait till people stop. Abuse me for about 5 minutes. Go back and see that. Your face.
Unbelievable.
That was beautiful. So, Christopher.
Yes, Cameron.
Moving into the next few weeks.
Yes. Oh, we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up.
Yeah. So next week we are doing a live show which will be, I'm not going to say the date because I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's going to be Friday the 17th.
We're doing Friday, are we?
I believe it's going to be Friday.
That's cool.
So Friday the 17th, that will be everybody's day to sit down and watch us live do deep.
Get a couple of beers. Come join us.
Premier League. And it's gonna be really good. We're gonna have some really good guests on. I believe producer Niall is coming on to make another appearance. I believe Lewis Young is coming on from the Championship, and I believe Mr. Andrew Hawks of the
Super Andy
is going to be coming on, join us from Smoggyland, and that will be epic.
So smoggy out there, mate.
Oh well, also, why don't you tell everybody what's going to be happening on the 18th?
What, next Saturday?
Next Saturday, my friend.
Next Saturday, boys and girls, people around the world, FMSL enters transfer window week.
It does. And what are we doing?
God, the database.
Celebrate? What are we celebrate? What are we going to do to celebrate, Christopher?
I'll be getting drunk. I don't know about you.
I will be, but what are we doing specifically?
What, on the pod?
Aren't we doing a live broadcast? Aren't we doing a live broadcast?
What do you hear?
What do you say?
I'm going to get sacked.
Oh, come on. It's going to be epic. We're going to be playing FM live. We're going to have live transfer updates. We're going to have breaking news. It's going to be epic.
Do you know what the thing is? It gets so hectic as well. And I think it's going to be brilliant for us to do this for the first time, where people can not just be sitting on their phones or sitting on their laptops, like watching the league, watching the transfer rumours or people advertising their players. We'll be able to see it live firsthand, get people coming in, explaining what they want to do this window, where they want to go. I'm actually buzzing. We've got little icons to dash up and everything. We're going places, mate.
Oh, it's going to be epic, man. It's going to be epic. And then later on that week, we are doing the draft live on, I believe, Thursday the 23rd. Date yet to be confirmed, but I believe the normal draft will be then. We will be having a couple of special guests, a couple of special hosts for both.
Basically,
transfer window live.
Long story short, it's going to be busy. So
it's going to be a busy
buckle in.
Live.
Buckle in. Just for the record as well, I'll just turn up. Cam and Niall organise all this stuff. They're the unsung heroes behind this pod. So it's going to be good.
Thank you for that. But I want to say a big thank you to everybody else who's been subscribing, because we recently hit a great big number of 1,000 subscribers, which is mental.
That is crazy. Do you know, Cam, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. When we first did this, obviously before we got on this all our new lovely backgrounds, and obviously we've got people in, and we started it on, was it Zoom or Teams or something like that? Was it we started on?
Yeah.
And look how far we've come, mate. I never thought that we would have hit 1,000 subscribers.
No,
and we
do
appreciate it so much. We appreciate it so much.
All the hard work behind the scenes from, yourself, Niall, Kev Hodgson, Kevin, Mark, Craig, everybody in the background. Our first episode was recorded. Our first episode of the pod was recorded a day after we recorded this episode 2.
Oh, so yeah.
We were all over. We didn't know what we did. I think we did 4 podcasts in the space of 5 days, and it was just nuts. But we did it.
And the thing is, we didn't plan. We never planned for it to get like this. We never planned for it to be what it is, and we're so grateful and so happy that we're in this position to do it.
Yeah, it's feeling, it's getting less daunting now, and it's a little bit more fun. in terms of how we've done, how we're doing all this, and we've got the highlights, we've got everything going on, and it's been, I'm going to swear here, it's been fucking epic. And you know what,
epic.
I can't wait to see what's going to be happening, in the coming weeks as well. But Christopher, I would like to thank you for coming on and being here for this podcast.
Always.
I do love just the two of us, I do love it. It's just great.
There it is. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Like and subscribe.
There we go.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, thank you very much for coming on, Chrissy. It's been a blast, mate.
Cheers, Cam. Cheers, brother.
Thank you very much.